Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. This legal showdown, including Young Thug, isn't simply bound to a court. Its suggestions echo through virtual entertainment, academic discussions, and fan collaborations. Each move made by both the indictment and the defense is examined in turn under the magnifying lens. This case could be a turning point that shapes how the law deciphers workmanship and individual flexibilities in the years to come. Each part of this preliminary, from the charges to the court show, impacts the general assessment and might actually set legitimate priority. It's a high-stakes fight that includes Young Thug as well as raises more extensive issues concerning the crossing point of craftsmanship opportunity and the law. This case is in excess of a lawful matter. A social peculiarity has grasped the attention of fans, pundits, and legitimate specialists alike.
A lot is on the line, and the results are unusual, adding one more layer of intricacy to a generally confounded circumstance: the court's airshifts. When verses are introduced, they are analyzed and deciphered in manners that the craftsman might very well never have planned. This influences Young Thug sends an advance notice to craftsmen everywhere about the potential dangers implied in their inventive strategy. I feel that I would have a valuable chance to plunk down with Hank Aaron and examine that proposed regulation, but I don't feel that it will find true success. I believe that in the event that you choose to concede your violations over a beat, I will utilize it. The mind-boggling subtleties of each verse are set under an amplifying glass, changing graceful articulations into potential confirmations of culpability. This brings up moral issues about creative liberty and starts a stressful trend for future specialists who might wind up in comparative circumstances in the present computerized time. Our web-based words can become permanent detriments for us. For Young Thug, his online entertainment movement is a path that the arrangement is anxious to follow. So where do we put down the stopping points?
Should a tweet or a subtitle be viewed as substantial proof or simply one more type of imaginative articulation? These inquiries pose a potential threat as we watch this case unfold. The role of online entertainment in criminal cases is a hotly debated issue, and the Young Thug case adds fuel to this discussion. Craftsmen will start to blue pencil themselves on the internet, realizing that their words could be utilized against them. A chilling idea could change the elements of how people of note interface with their devotees. We are keeping watch over the tale of famous rapper Young Thug and in excess of 20 others captured on charges related to homicide and attempted burglary. A 80-page prosecution spreads out a few of the rapper's tunes as proof we should get directly to trust passage. She's been diving into how those words can be utilized against him. She goes along with us, live in the studio. Trust no doubt, the prosecution says the verses show contribution in some of the wrongdoings those individuals are blamed for. Yet might there be first correction issues? A look at with lawyers to find the expanding influence of this case is as of now being felt across the web-based entertainment scene. Specialists and powerhouses are turning out to be progressively careful, and the opportunity once connected with these stages is currently under question. The preliminary fills in as a rude awakening to the power and traps of online self-articulation. The legitimate local area is part of the fittingness of involving verses in virtual entertainment action as proof of some view. The Young Thug case is a turning point that could either approve or challenge this training. Others question the moral limits and potential predispositions included. No matter what one's position, this preliminary impression imprints a critical second in the continuous exchange between the domains of regulation and workmanship. Specialists from different legitimate foundations keep on saying something regarding this case, each with their own points of view on its potential repercussions. Some are taking a gander at the established ramifications,
while others center around its effect on criminal regulation. One thing is clear: the result will have dependable consequences for both legitimate and imaginative networks. The wandering perspectives inside the legitimate local area present this defense so seriously that it has turned into the subject of legitimate workshops. Research organization conversations are probably going to be referred to in future regulation diaries. Regardless of the result, it's a milestone case that will be read up, examined, and bantered into the indefinite future. The presence of correspondents and witnesses adds one more layer of intricacy to the case. Their declarations could either brace or debilitate Young Thug guard. Given the high-profile nature of the case, the tension on these people is huge. Their words could have expansive ramifications for Young Thug as well as for themselves. Also, this angle makes the preliminary, in addition to a judicial procedure, But as a human show unfolds progressively, the connections between co-litigants and witnesses are firmly looked at as their nonverbal communication and reactions could give extra setting to their declarations. Music, goodness it is. Yes? Alright, I ain't Judge Glamble and I don't play, so quit appearing out. Okay, we should see. Mr.
Gemini, you need to advise your client to take a few minutes to get back. Some composure. I'll manage that in like manner, yet your client, I notice, has been doing likewise conduct, and I accept Judge Adams asked into it too. The media and legitimate specialists are taking apart every word in each motion, adding one more layer of examination to the case. The preliminary has been an exciting ride. No doubt, with shock observer appearances, spilled sound tapes, and, surprisingly, a lawyer's capture, it's been everything except unsurprising, making it known now around early afternoon. A protection lawyer with the YSLRICO case has been captured. Authorities say lawyer Astatios Menides was captured toward the beginning of today in the Fulton Province Court. This is a video of when we addressed him recently. We're informed he's having to deal with a few penalties. Remembering basic battery for a cop check and disturbance of court procedures, this comes under 24 hours after mayhem in the court got a conference on the case to a transitory stop yesterday evening. The court has turned into a performance center of sorts where every meeting could highlight an unexpected development that nobody saw coming at each conference. Each declaration adds another layer of intricacy, making it a must-watch legitimate show of the year in the game, and you have individual information that individuals or partners of YSL have carried out wrongdoings and projects of the game. Yes, ma'am. General assessment is an unpredictable component for this situation. Web-based entertainment is humming with discussions and conversations. Hashtags moving somehow, relying upon the day's procedures. Fans are energizing behind Young Thug, while pundits are requesting equity. The enraptured public opinion adds one more aspect to the case, making it a landmark that reaches out past the court walls. It's not simply opportunity that is in question here, it's likewise a fortune. The mounting legitimate charges, the potential for resource seizures, and the ramifications for Young Thug undertakings like his record name, YSL Records, are serious contemplations. An adverse result could mean a monetary disaster, adding one more layer of criticalness to a generally tense circumstance. In a situation of this size, the monetary weight can be overpowering, from employing first-rate lawful specialists to other court-related costs. Out of this world, a monetary channel could affect Young Thug's vocation, his name, and, surprisingly, the craftsmen related to him. When you see the Young Thug case, it's hard not to draw comparisons with other high-profile cases in the music industry. Each case has its subtleties, yet the serious media examination, the contribution of huge-name craftsmen, and the complex legitimate complexities make it tantamount to other milestone preliminaries. It's one more part of a long history of artists confronting lawful difficulties, and how it unfolds will definitely be seen as we push ahead. There are key occasions and turning points to look out for, whether it's another piece of proof, an unexpected request, a bargain, or a milestone judgment. Every improvement could steer what is going on, and as it unfolds, we'll keep you refreshed on every one of the exciting bends in the road past the legitimate and monetary stakes. There's a close-to-home cost that is frequently neglected. Young Thug family companions and devoted fans are persevering through a crazy thrill ride of feelings as the case unfolds. The vulnerability and heaviness of the charges are distressing. No doubt, for Young Thug, it's a fight in court as well as a fight inside, as he explores the intricacies and tensions of a life-changing, legitimate battle. One more point to consider is the social effect of this case. Young Thug has had a huge impact in the realm of hip bounce and mainstream society. His extraordinary style and melodic development have collected a gigantic following, so what occurs in court doesn't simply remain in court. It resonates through the social scene, whether it's conversations on friendly media stages, discussions with the scholarly community, or even political exchanges. A social peculiarities drawing consideration from different areas and starting discussions on various issues as we get ready for additional shocks and improvements for this situation. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.